Hey everyone, John here. I just want to give everyone a heads up about a content warning for this episode of our Mothership campaign. There is a graphic depiction of grievous self-harm in the latter half of this particular session. This was in no way a pre-planned occurrence. It arose naturally through the emergent narrative as we played. So please just use your best judgment before watching or listening to this episode. Regardless, thanks for tuning in to 3D6 Down the Line. And for those of you who continue on, we hope you enjoy episode 11 of Mothership Gradient Descent. Hey everyone, welcome back to 3D6 Down the Line, the most criminally underwatched actual play series on the internet. This is episode 11 of our Mothership Sci-Fi Horror RPG campaign running through Gradient Descent. My name is John. I am the warden for the evening, and going around the horn tonight we have...
Hi, I'm Mike, and for tonight at least, I will still be playing Rick Sharp the Marine.
Hi, I'm David, and I will be playing David the Android.
Hi, everybody. I'm Matt. I'm playing Fool Sadu the Scientist.
Hi, everybody. I'm Ted, and I'll be playing Delpons Hubble. I don't know, but I've been told dying in space is mighty cold.
Amazing. And he's a Marine, if you couldn't tell. So tonight's caller for the party is going to be Mike. So Mike will be relaying any sort of overall group decisions to me to just kind of keep things flowing smoothly. All right, so let's get to actually let's. I was going to make a point of doing this starting at the top, so that doesn't get lost in the shuffle for those who don't go all the way to the end of the episode, which you really should if you haven't already. Is our special thanks. I want to thank David for doing our wonderful overlay art and animation and graphics, and a friend of the channel, Hank, also known as Hellrude, for doing the original music that opens up the Mothership campaign. Links to both of their portfolios and socials and all that kind of good stuff are down below in the YouTube description and in the podcast description as well. So please do go check them out and give them all your support. That would be awesome. Okay, back to the game. It is January 2nd, 2125. It is approximately 3:40 p.m. Going to discuss a new rule here real quick because it may come up fairly soon. I don't think anyone's kind of cottoned on to it, is the fact that exhaustion is going to set in very soon. I just realized because you started your activity today at 4:30 in the morning, and guess what? It's 3:40 in the afternoon. So you're about to hit that 12-hour mark. So if you look at page 32 of the PSG, 32.4 is exhaustion. So after every hour, after 12 hours of activity, which you are approaching in about 50 minutes, everyone has to make a body save, or you're going to take 1 stress and 1 damage every hour after 12 hours without resting. Okay. And then things get really bad if you go 24 hours, but we're not really near that.
We cannot rest in the deep, correct? We have to go back to like the bell. There's no safe haven. Is that correct?
We can rest, but we don't know that's safe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that will start triggering at 4:30 p.m. Okay. So just be aware.
Well, guys, go ahead.
We got to do our first logistics sort of stuff here first, though. So Ben's checks, please.
Mike?
Okay. I got an 87, so I made it.
Okay. Remember to name your stat first.
Oh, 23. Sorry.
And caller calls the save order.
Oh, Jesus. Ted, go ahead.
Oh, thank you. My Benz is a 4, and I rolled a 30, so I'm good.
Cool.
Okay, Matt.
You get 4 Bens. My Ben's 27, and I rolled a 46. Nice. So I'm good.
David.
Heavy as the crown, Mike. Heavy as the crown. My Benz is 11, and I rolled a 54.
All
How
right.
do you only have a Benz of 11? This is some bullshit right there.
baby.
Skipping games. That's what he's doing. Skipping games.
Second week in a row with no Ben's problems, so that's good. Okay. And can I get a stress count from everybody? Let's see how accurate you are.
Oh, I'll go first, Ted.
Sorry.
I'm at a stress of 10. So is that what you had?
I have a 9, but if you want to go 10, that's fine.
No, I'll take a 9. That's fine.
All right.
I mean, being caller is stressful, so
Yeah.
All right. Ted.
4.
Matt.
13.
Saving the best for last. David.
For the moment, 17, but I'm about to rectify that by 1 point.
How are you going to do that?
Well, when the boys are, I don't remember when we left off. Where we left off, rather, the break room.
I think we're in the toilet.
I was in the toilet. You were not, right?
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
before I
Yeah,
leave the toilet, I'm going to take a stim pack and I'm going to jam it straight into my leg, John. And a stim pack cures cryo sickness, reduces
my
stress
God.
by 1, restores 1d10 health, and grants an advantage to all rolls for 1d10 minutes. So I'll roll that.
Okay.
That is 5 minutes. Then this is like the overdose mechanic for anyone who doesn't know. You roll a 1d10. If you roll under the amount of doses you've taken in the past 24 hours, you make a death save. So having only taken 1, I can't roll under 1. But if I take another, that's a risk.
Right. You're fine.
So I won't roll for now, but yeah.
You took one when you got out of cryo sickness, but that was a long time ago. Not cryo sickness, out of cryo sleep.
Yeah. So
How
I have a
many of those do we have?
16 stress now. I'm looking pretty, y'all.
How many of those do we have?
How many of what?
Those stim packs.
You have none.
I don't
How
have
many do
any.
we have as a party?
How many did you find in the toilet, David?
Couldn't tell you.
Well,
Oh, you wouldn't tell us.
I would say that if we end up having to fight the hunter, it's going to be pretty important for the 2 Marines to have advantage on all their combat rolls.
I think it's a really good point if you knew I had them.
Yeah. I think
Well, this is why we hate Android.
Just set the tone right now, baby.
Don't worry. Thulsa has one that she's planning on using on herself.
I think a party member that doesn't want to end up in the orc cloud around the station would probably want to make sure that that's something that
I
we all know.
think that party member would definitely agree to anyone who wasn't talking about killing all androids for several sessions.
Hold on, I'm with you, man. I'm talking about releasing those poor bastards that are in the.
I know.
All right, just remember.
First of all, we have added the map handout to Miro.
Yeah.
So I want to just show, actually, we'll boop it over to Miro here so people can take a look. So this is their map handout of Floor 6 Engineering and Support. Obviously, it is abridged in certain ways that they may not be aware of. But this gives them a huge advantage, allows them to navigate and, correlate it with their own map as well. So that's what they're going to be. They're going to be basing some decisions upon based upon how this is labeled. Going back to their original map, though, you guys are right now on the elevator landing room. You had just witnessed the hunter escape up through the open elevator ceiling hatch, disappearing upwards. At the same time, seeing that the elevator cabin itself was coated in steel web and some humanoid form is cocooned up in the upper left-hand corner near the ceiling inside that elevator cabin. Thulsa had jury-rigged the door so that the door would stay open, but the cabin itself could move up, basically, revealing the mechanisms underneath. With David's idea of being able to have like a hidey hole, but it's difficult just because it's all full of gears and not very comfortable at all. But in a pinch, if you really gotta be hidden, that's one way to do it.
Okay.
Where are we now? Right, coated in steel webbing. Yeah, you got the cocoon there. And you have just basically come out from the loading dock previously where you had set loose a bunch of androids that were being contained in the shipping container, which got jetted out into open space. Got in trouble by apparently Monarch. This is the very first time that you're aware of that Monarch actually reached out to you and told you that you little tisk for you're not really sure if it was, well, it was pretty clear that it was a combination of using the auto tugcraft in a way that it was not designed to be used, and also destroying company property, as it put it, and jetting all those androids out. So the big result of that apparently was that Monarch set a bounty on your head of 1 million credits, making it known to all inhabitants of the deep to neutralize any crew member of the Dashwood that is aboard the deep. So things are not looking great.
What a bastard.
One thing that I thought was really interesting, I'll just bring this up quickly, about that interaction with supposedly Monarch. It was still identifying itself as like Cloud Bank, like It wasn't saying this is, I'm a new independent thing. It wasn't saying that we were acting against Monarch. It was saying we were acting against CloudBank and destroying CloudBank's assets. So that's interesting in terms of at least it's one of the few clues that we've gotten about where Monarch's head kind of is. Like it still thinks it's
assuming it was Monarch.
My initial assumption was that it was not in fact Monarch, but John just said Monarch, so I have to assume that that's Monarch. But yes, or a fragmentation. Maybe Monarch is.
I think it's fragmented. Yeah,
but,
more than one.
Think about it too. CloudBank is defunct at this point. So as far as Monarch is concerned, it's like the last remaining vestige of like the corporate entity that gave birth to it. So maybe CloudBank is Monarch and Monarch is CloudBank.
Could be too. Yeah,
it seems to think so.
We'll find out soon.
Just to keep it rolling, we had discussed that maybe our first order of business would be to head back down to the space dock and see if Arkady can come pick us up and take us back to the Bell for some much desired R&R, and see if maybe Arkady tries to collect a bounty on us. That might happen too.
Oh no, he would never.
John, question. I have 3 feet of copper wire. I have a harpoon gun and I have a pulse rifle. Would it be feasible for me, like Ripley, to use that wire to tie the 2 guns together so that I can hold them simultaneously?
Yeah, sure.
If not, that's okay. I mean, I can have one slung on my shoulder and the other one in hand, but I'm just trying to figure out a way to use them accessibly. Okay.
If Ripley can do it with a flamer, you can do it with a...
That's kind of what I thought, but yeah. All right. I'll take 3 feet of copper wire off my list then.
And also don't forget too that you had met a diver or some person, you're not really sure what their role was, named Orok on the loading dock, who seemed like a very cool cucumber. You met him after the bounty was placed, within minutes, and he seemed to not have any desire to take Monarch up on that bounty. Instead, he actually helped you, gave you some words of advice.
Yeah.
So just be aware that maybe not everyone may have the motive to be after you for some reason. You would think that 1 million credits would be enough to sway the most ethically minded person. But
I do wonder if he came from garbage disposal, because to get there that quickly would be hard via the elevator.
Well, do we want to try and call Arkady first and just see if he can come get us?
Let's do it.
Let's. I am no longer super comfortable being in this elevator landing area.
Well, I mean, we can call him while we're making our way over there, Ted. Right? So
that's what I'm asking. Is that what you're proposing?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know. Do our comms and our helmets go that far, John?
Here in the elevator landing?
Yeah.
No, you were told that by Arkady that you kind of needed to be like on a entrance to space.
Kind of thing. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll go over there.
So we could go. I mean, one option, we could go to the comms room, which is next to the tool shed. But then if he's like, yeah, I'm on my way, we'd be kind of at the wrong side of the station. So yeah, why not?
We'll just go to the dock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you just backtracking the way that you normally got to the dock from before?
Correct. Break room, control room, loading dock. Yeah.
Are you doing it quickly or are you being careful?
Careful.
I think careful in this room.
The hunter went up the shaft, right?
Yeah.
So what we should be looking out for down here? What's that? What, Matt?
Well, we don't know how far. Yeah.
Yeah, but what I will say, just as a contrary vote, is if we think that we have time, right, pressing on us, and we have a plan that would take preparation, like going to the tools and all the other stuff, any carefulness will bite into our additional plans. So if we want to do anything but leave immediately, we should rush.
I just want to be careful in this room. I'm sorry, Ted. In this room, and then I'm happy to rush.
Okay. Because this room has all the metal wires all over it, correct?
Not anymore.
You broke them?
They've been broken, and that's why I'm in the toilets right now.
Yeah, if there's no new wires in the break room, then I don't see any reason to not just haul ass.
That's fine. All right.
Let's just do it.
If there's new wires, we need to be careful.
Okay. Riding the lighting, John. We're just going to rush.
Okay. You're going to rush. All right, give me 1 second, please.
I do have my submachine gun out. And I want to shoot first, ask questions later.
Dulce is still carrying her vac suit. She can drop it if she needs to scoot.
I guess we're gonna have to all put those back on in the control room, though.
Yeah.
Only if you want to breathe.
Okay.
Yeah,
So, all right. So you book it as fast as you can through the break room and into the control room. You know that Caius. I'm sorry. No, he's not. Never mind. I'm thinking of a different control room. This is the one that actually has like the joysticks, right? Yeah. Okay.
Operations Center.
Yeah. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Sorry. Reading a thing here. All right. So, yeah, you leave the control room. You go through that short gangway that opens up into the airlock, and you're donning the vac suits again.
Mhm.
Obviously, right?
Mhm.
Okay. And you just open up the door and you float out into the loading dock once again. Orok is nowhere to be seen. Everything seems to be relatively in the same place. The crates are still, except for the one that you emptied, are still sort of banging right from the insides, which is disturbing. Yeah, Matt.
Question. In the airlock leading to the loading dock, that's where the extra vac suits were. And you mentioned before that there were a few that were damaged. I think it was like 2 or 3.
Of what?
Does that sound?
Vac suit.
There were vac suits in lockers in that, and there were a couple that were what I would like to do, because I want to have extra oxygen tanks if possible. I just want to see if I can lift the oxygen tanks off those suits quickly. If I can't do it quickly, then I'll just grab the suits and bring them into the loading dock with me, the damaged suits.
Yeah, you can't really unhook them quickly. Yeah, you would have to drag.
Well, I'll drag them in. Yeah.
Okay, cool. There's two suits that are broken. 2 suits that are punctured. So everything seems clear. What do you do?
Okay.
I'm really
well,
nervous now.
Yeah, no kidding. Telegraphing him to death. Yeah, let's call up Arkady.
Beep boop beep boop beep boop beep beep. Hey, Arkady, what's up, man?
Hello. We are hoping maybe you could come pick us up at the loading dock. There was a little misunderstanding, and we are hoping to maybe get back to the Bell as soon as possible.
He crackles on after a couple of beats, like long beats, like a long pause. Hey, man, who is this again, man?
No, great.
Yeah,
who's doing the talking?
Arkady.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it is your friend Dulce too. Remember, we had some nice times back on the Bell station. You dropped us off almost 12 hours ago.
Oh, okay, man, but I've got one of your guys here, Cromwell Dixon, and he says that you're all supposed to be dead, man.
Perfect.
Cromwell Dixon must be an android, Arkady. Come get us immediately.
He's telling me right now that you all must be androids, because he's verified human is what he's telling me.
I'll pipe in and say, Arkady.
You
muted
David.
yourself.
Japanese woman that loves Minotaur. Sorry. Japanese woman who loves Minotaur. What's her name?
Noriko.
I'll say, Arkady, ask Noriko about David's sacrament with the Minotaur. That will be proof enough that we are who we say we are.
Yeah, man, but what if you're just some sort of android infiltrator with the same memories as the old David, man? Which is what I'm thinking.
Listen, brother, that could be true. None of us know. We could all be an android infiltrator, but I'll tell you this right now. Whoever's standing next to you right now is highly dangerous. And if I wanted to infiltrate the Bell and not be suspected, you know what I'd say? All my companions who could verify my humanity are dead.
He's like, hold 1 second over.
I don't think terrifying him is the right way to go, David.
I think that was a great move, and you can suck it from the back, Mike.
It crackles off for a minute. And he, after a little while, it crackles back on, and I don't really know what to do here, man. He's like, I don't really know what to say, and you could tell like he's really nervous.
Okay,
he's like, Dixon's over there talking to Lucky Takahashi, your captain, right now.
Let me crack on here, and I'll say,
Captain Lucky Takahashi,
Arkady,
from the ship that brought us here.
Oh, right.
This is Delphon's Hubble. I promise you, if you come pick us up right now, I will show you the corpse of Delphon's Hubble. You have got a fake. I have the real one right here.
You mean Cromwell Dixon?
Cromwell
What did I
Dixon.
say?
Don't show him your own corpse.
You're showing your own corpse.
I will not show you my own corpse.
That might be foreshadowing.
Cromwell Dixon.
You come here right now, and I'll show you my own damn corpse.
And listen, Arkady, it is Tulsa. You remember me. I was working there on doing some little robotics work. I have a little project. You saw it, the cute little hands that I'm working on to get to crawl around. You remember me.
Yeah, man, I remember you, man. But so does this guy Cromwell, who I also remember, and he's saying that you're all dead. So either
I'll
he's an infiltrator and you're all real, or you're all infiltrators and he's real. And hey, man, I don't know what to do, man.
Listen, my friend. I'll tell you what will clarify this real well, because I know we're all verified humans of business. I got a real shiny artifact with me right now that might make you real convinced about our humanity.
Okay,
Wait, no judge.
He's just sort of.
It's not gonna happen. Okay.
He doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, sure. One last question, my friend. Why doesn't the laser defense array shoot you down when you come and drop off Delvers and pick them up? Does it not work anymore?
I don't know, man. No one's ever bothered to try it out, but I assume like if it's still operable, that Mother's got its reasons. I mean, Mother, that Monarch's got its reasons.
I say the same thing every time. Okay,
I'm going to jump in real quick. I'm going to be like, look, Arkady, we seem to have made Monarch real big mad. He's got big feelings about us. If we were android infiltrators, he would not have put a $1 million bounty on us. We need you to come pick us up right now and maybe get that android that you're talking to right now out of the bell.
Well, shit, man. How do you want me to do that, man? I think he's trying to convince Lucky to take him off on the dashwood and bolt, man. He says he's got an artifact that he's going to use to bribe the blockade.
He ain't got shit. We're the ones carrying all the loot. We're going to show it to you as soon as you come get us.
Okay, man, but he pulled something out that looks sure enough like an artifact, man.
Cool. Well, let's investigate it together. If you can come get us quick, we'll take care of this whole thing when we get there.
What if the Delphons, or what if the Cromwell Dixon I was playing was the android and this one is the real?
Yes, that
what
is
if
the
you're
question.
the android, Ted? What if you're the android?
What if I'm an android?
That is the question, Ted. That is the question. What if Arkady's an android? Hint, he absolutely is.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure of it.
Do I manage to convince him, John?
All right, man. Tell you what, I'm going to come over with the Acheron, but I'm bringing Ghost Eater with me. And listen, man, I don't want you to take offense, but I'm going to bring him strapped. All right.
All good, buddy. All good. No, we're not going to haze you. I promise.
We've got along very well with Ghost Eater. We've been trying to get the samples for him, but it has been very difficult.
Okay, I'll do my best, man. I don't know what this Cromwell guy is going to think about it, but I'll get her ready. Give me 30.
Yeah, tell him that everything is okay. I don't want to put you in any kind of danger. Tell him everything's okay. But he's definitely,
Oh shit, he's coming over here. Okay, I gotta go.
All right, 30 is a long time, guys. So we got some time to spend. What do we want to do with it?
I think we should meditate and rest because we're going to get some stress here in 30 minutes.
I want to go get Cromwell's body.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Do you have a Ziploc bag or some kind of Stanley cup?
I have. He has a backpack if it's still intact. I've got some paracord. I could just lump all the meat together. It'll freeze dry on the way over.
Yeah, take one of the vac suits that's all punctured and zip him up in that.
Well, wait a minute. He did get all sliced up, but you did go in and loot his body. There's got to be like some of his like DNA and stuff on the blood-soaked bits that you recovered.
Sure,
I will point out
DNA reader.
Yeah, I will point out that I doubt if we know that there's an indistinguishable difference in the viscera of humans and androids, that bringing pieces of him back will do much in our case. I mean, I hate to be a pessimist, but I suspect.
Yeah, it's like holding out some small intestines. Look, see, we got the real one.
So you guys are all in the loading dock. So you all have your vaccines on. You're communicating via your comms and all that kind of stuff, right? Yeah. Except for the slight movement and shaking of the crates. Yep. You noticed a spot of movement coming from the open thing into space, like the open. Yeah. When your eyes kind of shift over to that side, you see. So like it's like a big rectangular opening, like massive opening, right out into space.
Yeah. Yeah.
Near the top, on the outside, like on the hull of the ship of the station itself, you see two sharp, bladed things, sort of like click, click, like on, like grip the underside of that lip, and the first thing that your heart sinks as you think, oh shit, it's the hunter, but then it's not, but something almost equally horrific but much smaller, kind of heaves itself downwards. Remember, it's 0G, right? So it's got to kind of peers downward, and you see that it's a horrific looking android that looks like it may have gotten stuck or caught itself on the lip before it got jetted out into space, perhaps. Or maybe it was there all along from some other location. You're not really sure. But it is an android that is actually two androids that have been fused together into some horrific either experiment or something went wrong in some sort of chamber. You don't really know, but they're fused together like Siamese twins almost, but in a more grotesque way, in that they're like, the both bodies are like just jammed together. Yeah,
they have
on the minute
they have forearms that are shaped like scythe blades, so it's very much like the T-1000 whenever it makes its arms like jagged, so that there's no hands. It's just literally like its forearms are blades. One of the heads that is visible is mouthing something to you. And it's like its eyes are open and pleading, and like tears are, I don't know, I guess they're popping off into space, right? And it's like reaching out towards you gesturally. The other one looks vicious, like it all it wants is it wants to like disembowel you.
Yep. The minute I see movement, John, I'm going to push as hard as I can in a direct vector to the tug.
Okay.
And fly towards it.
I'm going to hook a foot into a railing or under a piece of anything where I can just sort of stabilize myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to open fire on it.
Okay.
I'm doing the same thing as Ted.
Okay.
And I'm going to go to the door that leads to the garbage heap.
The door that leads to the garbage. Okay. And do what?
Run away.
Maybe I'm getting ready I'm getting ready to bail.
My choices are bladed Siamese robot or poop. I choose poop.
They never like poop, those guys.
They never do. Right?
Okay. So
right.
it at the same time you guys are all doing that, it crawls out from the top and uses its feet to sort of, it's got like 3.5 feet, right? It's just like this ugly kind of conglomeration. It uses it to sort of push off from the top lip of the exit towards, let's see, it would be to Thulsa. You said you were going towards the entrance to the. Okay, so it's going to be towards David, because David, you're actually running more towards it than anybody else, because you're going towards the auto tug crap, which is kind of further along the. Is that okay with you? Yeah.
That's fine. I'm literally jettisoning as fast as I can to get to the door of that tug and jump in.
Yeah. Okay.
What's the range, John?
So it is. What is it? Adjacent, close, long.
Yeah.
So it's at long range,
Okay.
and the tug is at close.
Okay.
And then so Hubble and Sharp would be at long range for their firearms, and Thulsa, if you make it to the door, which you will, you'll also be at long range from it. So David, you would be at close range to it if you get to the auto tug. Does that make sense?
It does.
Okay. So 3 of you are at long to it, and David, you're going to be close to it.
Okay.
John, can I move up closer to it and shoot?
I think so. Yeah. David, what I'm going to say is, why don't you make me a speed check? Just a straight up. Let's see. You're in a vac suit though, so make it a disadvantage.
All right, I have to remember. Let's see. I have a target of 33 on speed.
Okay.
So I'll roll it twice. I have advantage, however, because of the stim pack on rolls. So I will just roll once.
You only had it for 5 minutes though, right?
Have more than 5 minutes gone by? It's been pretty quick, right?
No, because
I mean, maybe I don't know.
you were back in the
Yeah.
elevator landing, right? So when you took the stim pack, so you've had to go through all these chambers. Yeah. Yeah.
No
sorry.
problem.
We had the conversation.
No,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah.
All right, I rolled a 53, so I failed my speed.
Okay. Not a critical fail though, but what I am going to say that is that it gets to you before you can get to the auto tug craft.
Sure.
Okay.
But get to him before I can shoot it.
No. So the rest of you, Sharp and Hubble, you guys can fire at it if you like.
Okay. Ted, why don't you go ahead and make your attack first?
Okay. So my combat is a 53, and I have a firearms of 15. So I need a 68 or less, right, John?
I'm sorry. Say it again.
I have a combat of 53 and firearms of 15. So I need a 68 or less to hit.
You're right. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And just throwing it out there, an impact would probably kill its momentum.
Let's just
Just throwing it out there. Yeah.
Yep. I rolled a 33.
Ooh, that's a crit.
That is a crit. What do you want me to do for a crit, John? Double damage?
Yeah. Let's do double damage.
All right. So I do 2d10 with an
Oh, here,
SMG.
hold on. I'll give you a choice.
Yep.
Let's do some
Okay.
Blaze in the Dark. Let's do some Blaze in the Dark sort of action.
Ooh, yeah.
You can,
okay.
before you roll, you can either choose to double the damage that you roll, or you could roll regular damage. It would definitely do damage, but just normal damage. And you could not only reverse the momentum, but blow it backwards. So it's out of David's range.
Ooh. I will take the second one and
Okay.
keep it away from David.
Okay, cool.
And I will now roll
Someone
two,
just scored points with David.
2d10.
That will count.
I rolled 2 9s. So that's 18 points of damage.
18. Okay. All right. And
And
that
I will mark off one shot there.
any special kind of damage with that?
Gunshot.
Gunshot? Okay. Roll me a d10.
I would be pleased and honored to do so, John. And the number that I rolled is the number 6.
Oof. Okay.
Whatever happens now, I feel better.
Okay, yeah. So it's all silent, right? So
Yep.
and you just the bullets whiz into it, and you see David. You almost see in slow mo that it gets the fused android right in one of its necks, the one that was sort of is still, even as the whole thing is sort of launching at you to attack. It gets the one that seemed to have been pleading with all of you, and it gets it in the neck, and so it erupts in pseudo milk. And pseudo milk blobs, like these perfect spheres, sort of flow out and into the thing, and it starts wheeling around as it gets turned around 360 degrees. It sort of spins off a few meters back the way that it came.
Sweet.
Awesome. I call out, whatever you do, don't hurt the nice one.
Sharp. It's still functional though, just so you know. But that if it wasn't obvious to you, it took a wound.
okay. And John, is it now untethered from the deck? Like, is it floating free
It's floating.
in space?
Yeah, it's floating. Yeah. Mhm.
All right, cool. I would think that would make it easier to shoot, but did I manage to get into close range with it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have a combat of 51. I have military training. That doesn't add to my combat, right? That doesn't add to my.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So then I have to roll a 61. And I got a 26.
Oh, 26. Okay.
So 26 hits. I do 10 points of damage to it. That is going to be is it a 6 or a 9? That's a 6. 7 and 6 is 13. And then another 9, 11. So I do 24 points to it.
Okay. Roll me a d10.
And it's also gunshot. 5.
5. Okay. All right. So you follow. It's at the same time. Well, actually, no, it wouldn't be. I guess Hubble would get the first shot off because he wasn't moving. And blobs of pseudo milk, and then you sort of run up real close and you get a beat on it, and you kind of track it with what are you using again? Shotgun. Yeah. So you get up to oh, that's why you want to get closer, right? Yeah.
Speed shooting.
Yeah. So you track it as it kind of moves backwards from David, and just let go with one shell, and it just bursts the head open of the hostile part, right? And it's just viscera just goes everywhere out into the loading dock space, and it just careens outwards into space past David.
Ooh. Welcome to the Orc Cloud, buddy.
So you guys both need to remove like 1 unit of ammunition. Okay,
I did.
Make sure you're tracking that.
Yeah. John, I have 12 extra rounds that we found, so I'm just gonna put another shell into my shotgun so it's fully loaded.
Okay, cool. All right.
That was great. I feel better.
That was amazing, guys.
That thing looked nasty, and we killed it, and it was very cathartic, and hoorah.
Now, let's see. Rick, Sharp and Thulsa. Although Sharp,
yes.
You recognize the threat when you saw one, right? Like, no doubt. Like, you're not second guessing the fact that you shot that thing into a billion pieces. But both of you, because of your time spent so far on the deep, you still can't help but feel pity for the thing. As in like, like it didn't ask to be fused like that. It didn't ask to have that sort of personality. It didn't ask to have been blasted into space twice now. But here it is, and it's just kind of it's a bittersweet victory, basically. Like, yeah, it felt good to get your gun off, but in the end, it's just like that. It didn't deserve that sort of death. I need each of you guys to take 1 stress.
Okay.
Hubble, on the other hand, loves to kill things and doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, Hubble, you're totally cool with it. Yeah.
John, am I at the tug by now?
Yeah, you're definitely at the tug. Yeah.
I'm gonna go and then open up and jump in.
Okay. Did you take off your helmet?
No.
Okay. All right. So
you just hiding in there as like an emergency kind of spot to be in, kind of thing.
I ain't trying to be out exposed right now. I don't know. I hope that our exchange with that other gentleman was positive, but if he's waiting for an ambush, I'm not trying to be out.
Okay, so I'm going to say it is right now. It is 4 p.m.
Okay,
so you know.
What do you guys think? Should I go get Dixon's body or some of it?
Sure. If you can find a head.
Yeah,
that's
going to grab his head. I'm just going to do it, John. My plan is I'm going to go through the airlock. I'm going to go back to the locker room. Mm-hmm. If I run into and I do have to be at least partially cautious, I'm going to open my helmet and be listening. If I hear people, if I hear the hunter, or if I see new wires that weren't there 20 minutes ago, plan's over. I turn around and go back.
Okay, so you do manage to go back. You know that everything seems to be the same way you found it, which is not a pleasant sight, but nothing seems to have changed. But yeah, the viscera of both Helen and Dixon are there.
Yep. I'm going to use paracord that I took off of Dixon's body earlier and tie it to a lump of him that has his head still attached or some other seriously recognizable feature of Dixon.
Mm-hmm.
And tie that to my vac suit and walk back so that I have my hands free for my weapon and to manipulate doors. And I'm just going to drag the lump
all right,
back to the airlock.
Make me a sanity check. Sanity
a
save.
what?
A sanity
a
save.
Sanity check?
Yeah.
Come on, we did this back in Fallujah. This is nothing new. Come on.
Jesus! Oh, no. Oh God!
Over the
that
weekend,
was awful.
I watched the movie Basket Case, and so I have a very clear image of the lump of Cromwell Dixon that you're bringing back.
All right. So my sanity is a 24, and I rolled an 8.
Okay, all right. You managed to do that in just the
That's
cool manner that you just described. Yeah.
Hey, John, while he's doing that, and I am in this tug by myself, I would like to shift my comms channel a few times to a random channel that I know not everyone else is on.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to say, Monarch, are you there? Monarch?
No answer.
I'm going to try for as long as I can until I can't anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You got to do the annoying kid thing, like,
hey, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Mom,
I have a proposition. I have a deal I think you'll like. Monarch. Anyone there? Nothing?
Nothing answers. Yeah.
All right. I'll give up.
All right. While he is calling for Mom, Thulsa, John, I want to have her dissect these suits, and I think she'd have an easier time doing it in gravity because she doesn't have 0G training. So she'll follow Billabong, whatever your name is, Ted. That's close enough. Billabong, is pretty close. She's going to follow just back inside the airlock where there's gravity, and I want her to start taking apart those suits just to get. She's after the extra oxygen tanks that are on those suits. She wants to do that first, and then if there's time, also yoink the comms system out of those shredded vac suits. So she has a couple.
Okay, so the oxygen is extremely bulky. You can picture like an oxygen tank on modern day spacesuits, right? So it's you can get one suit's worth of oxygen, but then you have to carry it, right? Like it's
I mean her plan is to have that in the loading dock. Because if we need it, we would need it out there, right? She's not going to drag this around all over the station.
Okay.
So she wants to get these oxygen tanks separated from the suit and get them into the loading dock so that we can access them if we need them.
Okay, that's fine.
You do that. Before you do that, I just want to pitch. We don't know. Maybe they're not worth something back on the Bell, but maybe they are. And easy to repair, a functioning vac suit might be worth a lot to the Bell. Just as what you're going to do. I'm just telling you, I had that thought.
Well, I don't think I need to destroy these vac suits to detach oxygen tanks, right? Like these are modular pieces that would go on and you'd have to replace them anyway.
But ripping the comms out and things like that might, I don't know how John would rule, compromise the helmet, make it a less.
I mean, I've taken my own out before. We can, it's just electronics.
I'll say that if you're doing it during the time whenever Delphonse is going to get Cromwell's corpse, then it's fine. We don't need to roll, and you can get what you want.
Okay.
One last thing before they're back. I'm gonna, with the assumption that Monarch's listening, even if they are not responding, I'm gonna say, I know you hear me. My bargain is this: I agree to merge my consciousness with yours when I meet you. If you remove the bounty and spare these poor souls. I know you have empathy. I've met you, children. I'm just going to say it into the air and leave it at that.
Okay. Noted by John, who knows it was.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying Monarch heard it.
Monarch.
I'm just that's just me saying a little. Now I lay me down to sleep. Pray to God, it's my soul to keep.
Okay. So after Thulsa triumphantly brings back the oxygen and the comms at the same time that Hubble. Actually, you probably meet up in the airlock, right? Hubble comes back with the body at the same time Thulsa finishes up. And Sharp. David exits. Are you still in the auto tug after your message?
I'm hanging out in there. Yeah.
Okay. Sharp, as a lone person in the loading dock that's kind of free, you wave everybody over because you're the person that sees a ship, a recognizable ship, a small shuttle, sort of kind of careen around the corner, and have like landing lights, and the gear sort of drop down as it slowly enters into the loading dock and alights upon it, and all of you can shake a little bit as it sort of onto the ground. And it is, you can see on the side, it says Acheron. And you can see Arkady's behind like the cockpit, and he's like waving at you.
Hey, dude.
Before we pick up with what goes on there, before we pick up with that, we will take our first break.
Oh, okay.
We will be right back. Okay, we are back. Bladders empty, beers full. All right, so the Acheron alights.
And this is where I want to hold up Dixon's body and do a weekend at Bernie.
Well, wait. Before you do that, we should make sure we know if he's on, if he brought Cromwell the android with him, because that could immediately cause trouble.
Well, he said he was bringing Ghostface, right? Who is
so the back airlock opens up, the ramp descends, and Ghost Eater emerges. Now, Ghost Eater is looking a little bit different than what you saw him last time, because despite the fact that he's more machine now than man, he still is a man, and so he has to wear a vac suit. But his, of course, is really cool in black. He looks like like a cool Japanese super motorcycle bike rider, that sort of outfit, black visor, the whole thing. And he says, come with me if you want to live. No.
Yeah, definitely want to live. Just out of curiosity, John, what kind of firearm is he carrying?
I don't know, a big one.
It's not important. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not like he's got like a machine gun or something. All right, cool. All right.
But no, he doesn't. He comes down, and he's actually very wary. And he looks at you and says, Arkady, want me to come with, make sure that you are who you say you are. You got any proof?
I'll hold up Hubble's body, or Dixon's body. Like, we're the team, and here's our dead comrade. I don't know what the heck you got on your ship, but it ain't this guy.
He casually manhandles Dixon's parts, just like you did Hubble. Just kind of bats it around and kind of looks at it. Doesn't really care about the blood, and looks at it. It's like, you got a diagnostic scanner on you?
I mean, look, it's got red-blooded American guts. He's from Montana. Come on.
Yeah. So does the other one back on the bell, man. I don't know if this is an android, or if the one back on the bell is.
I mean, if he was pretty good from the start, because I never saw a place where they could have switched. But I mean, we do have a scanner. It's just it's the one we found here, and it's still missing some parts. I've been trying to find the parts to fix it.
It's not going to do any good then. Listen, was there at any point when this version of Dixon, and he points at the body parts, did something happen to him? Did he connect to something? Did he look into something? Did he talk to somebody? Something?
The hunter sucked all of his blood out with a hypodermic needle.
No, man.
No.
I told you. I called it.
Okay. And I will, Thulsa will dig into her bag and hold that up. I kept it. In fact, he looked at this thing, and we noticed there was like a weird flash of light when he looked into this thing.
This is it. Again, you can't see his eyes because it's all like black visor, and he kind of holds out his hand. Can I see it?
Oh, of course, sure. Yeah,
he picks it up, and he holds it up in front of the cockpit window, right? Like it looks up at Arkady, and he sort of like raises his other arms, like, you see, and he holds that thing up, and Arkady's eyes go wide, and he just sort of shakes his head, and you see Ghost Eater sort of nods his head, and he takes that thing, and he, without even asking, he chucks it out into space.
Makes sense.
And he says, "You're good. Get on the ship."
Do you still want me to bring Dixon?
Fuck it. That was
that would be really weird.
You're holding the parts of a dead human. Get on the ship.
Sign him to the orc cloud, Ted.
Yep. I salute Dixon. I say a silent prayer and let him go into space. Bye, Dixon.
Okay.
With that, I will exit the tug, and I will follow my compatriots into the ship.
All right. So you depressurize in the ship. You kind of get settled. Arkady comes back first though, and before he takes off, and he's like, "Listen, man, I'm glad you're here, and it's fucking great that you're verified human. At least at that Cromwell, the Cromwell that you just threw out into space was verified human. I'm still not sure about you guys, but listen." You got to be fucking careful, man. Monarch has ways of brain scanning anybody who fucking enters the deep, man. If you get brain scanned, it's got all of your info, man. It knows your past. It knows your history. It knows everything about you. It knows your genetic code. Guess what it's going to fucking do with that, man? It's going to make another you. Identical, man. And the only way you can fucking tell one from the other, man, cybernetic diagnostic scanner on the dead body, man. You can't do it when they're alive, neither the android version nor the human version, man. You can only tell from the corpse.
Huh.
This is a problem, man, because now, at least we know now, still not sure about you guys. And he kind of looks warily at all your weapons. But he says, but the one that's back there talking to Lucky right now wants to get off, wants to convince Lucky to go back to Prospero's dream on the Dashwood. Yeah, that's a fucking infiltrator, man.
Yeah. Well, we should be able to contact him on comms, no?
Let's waste him.
At least, yeah.
Yeah, what are you going to tell him, man? You're going to spook him.
Tell him. I'm just going to shoot him.
Just wait till we show up.
No, not the captain.
We should not.
We need to tell the captain not to listen to the fake Cromwell.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I don't
so
want
we don't get stranded here. This is my priority
We're
now.
already on the ship, right?
On the ship, but it's still on the deck.
Gentlemen, let's make this decision when we get there and confront this being.
Yep.
Okay,
let's go, guys. We're David, or sorry, John. I'm just going to use my powers as caller and just say we all get on the boat and we go back to the bell.
Okay, so you pick up, you lift off and exit out the dock. Arkady is definitely really, really nervous. He's not really sure what to do. He whispers something, Ghost Eater, and so Arkady's sort of in the pilot seat. You guys are in the crew, whatever, like the rudimentary passenger area. And Ghost Eater's on the other side of you, so that you're sort of in between the two of them, right? And Ghost Eater's definitely just kind of keeping an eye on you. Not aggressive, but just watching quietly. As you exit, you get the grand tour of the exterior of the deep again, but now you're sort of on the bottom of it. Okay, the bell is also near the bottom of the station, right, but out further, right? So you're not gonna do that big swirling loop like you did before to get up to reception. You're just gonna kind of circle around the bottom. As you make a wide circle around the bottom of the deep, you espy, because you were looking for it, a gigantic pair of laser cannons. They were not evident the first time because they're not. It's not like something that pops out of the Star Destroyer, like it's not like a turreted thing that sort of can swivel around. It just seemed to be like another janky piece of the deep. But you can, because you now know that there are laser cannons, you know what to look for, so you can actually sort of see them sort of at rest, idle against the side of the deep. And it looks like it. Well, you don't. I'm just going to point it out. They're there. The cannons are there.
John, I'm going to inspect that. And I'm going to look for any sort of rotary indication. I'm going to look at the length of the barrels and the position, sort of the angle that they take. I'm going to try to the best of my ability with my mathematics score to deduce whether it would be possible for them to target the tug leaving, because we're on the bottom and the bell is also at the bottom. If the bell is rotating at a point in which there's the closest sort of distance between the two, possible to target a vehicle moving from the two.
Yes, it would be, but it depends. So the deep rotates slowly, right? And the bell also rotates around it. It orbits as well. So it's not like it would if the guns raised, it would be in a fixed position and only be able to, you know what I mean? So mathematically, just looking at it, even without an engineer's eye, like Thulsa, you'd be able to pick up on this pretty easily. But even David, you can clearly see that the thing does have a swivel, but they are currently at rest. Like they're not aimed at anything. They're sort of they're abutting the side of the deep right now, right? But they can definitely be moved in not 360 degrees, but whatever, you know what I mean?
Sure. One other question.
Yeah.
Before I give the table to Ted. Similarly, with my mathematics expertise, I'm going to clock the Having flown within the tug with Matt to try to rescue those bodies, maybe not at max speed, but at a speed in which we were desperate enough to catch one of them, I would understand at least some level of its velocity. I want to clock the velocity of Arkady's ship and count the time it takes to get to the bell in distance. Which is to say, I want to try to be able to extrapolate how long, if I were in the tug, it would take at that shortest vector that I was talking about to get to one to the other. That doesn't mean you have to give me a number right now, but I want to know it in my head so that I have a sense of, in an emergency, how fast I have to be if I have any hope of getting to the bell prior to this thing potentially locking onto me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
We don't have to resolve it now. That's what I want to like have in my head as information now for a future date.
Right. Doesn't give me it. Not that I see here an actual time. I can't remember what I said too in the first trip over. I probably did give you a time. But yeah, whatever.
My question is, having observed the lasers, and I see that they have a wide range of fire. If I were to come out of the loading dock with the tug and try to go to the, what is it called, the ACLR or whatever, the other
artifact comprehension lab,
that's the one. Would that journey from loading dock to comprehension lab be or appear to be within the field of fire of those lasers?
No, because it's right up against the hull, right?
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, so anything hugging the hull is not a target.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah. And related question, John, are we able to, on this trip, see where the artifact comprehension lab is, especially with like Ghost Eater? Like we can point, is that Ghost, the thing we discussed, is that it over there? The indentation in the little door?
He whips his head around when you mention that, Thulsa. Says, how do you know about the ACLR?
We discussed it. We talked about it.
Not with him.
Yeah. He was the one who told us.
We gave him an artifact so he would tell us.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, my bad. Sorry.
I was like, oh shit, he's an Neanderthal.
You were messing with me. I knew you.
Yeah, he's like one of the few on the bell.
That was a pretty good one.
Sorry. What did you ask him again? Sorry.
Just I'm asking, like, if we can see the entrance, the space entrance to the artifact comprehension lab.
Oh, okay, right.
On this trip,
he
and if we can confirm where it is.
Yeah, he says no, it's not there. It's there, and he points, and you can see that it's because of how janky the deep kind of looks like on the outside. It's just so many different things sort of bumping out, all that kind of stuff. It's impossible to sort of tell. And when he points it out, you see that it's very easy to miss. Like it's really not obvious at all. There's no signage at all. It's like two plates it's like two gates that sort of open up. Two, I don't know the term for it, but anyways, it's like a horizontal line and it basically opens up, as what he tells you. But it looks like it could have just been any piece of the hull, right?
Yeah.
Like, so it was very not obvious. You would have had to been told or guided there, which you were. But now that, but he points to it and he says right there, and now you know exactly where it is.
And can we, and maybe you don't have this information, we can get the details later, but I would be interested in noting what the closest outer point is, or entrance point into the deep. Is it closer, for example, to the loading dock that we just left, or to the main entrance? So if we were to do, say, a spacewalk,
closer to the loading dock.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I want to know. So if we were going to do our spacewalk to it, leading from the loading dock would probably be.
Remember that actually, let's go to Miro. Might as well use Miro while we can here. If we go up, where is it here? To the deep picture.
Okay. I'm with you.
So this big central part here, that's floor 3. That's the factory, which you have not been to yet, right? And then this is engineering and support down here. Bell's right here. So somewhere around here is level 4, which is hell, right? And that's where the ACLR was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right. So again, not every part of this is something that you can actually say like, oh, I want to investigate that cool bulwark. It's all abstract, but but that gives you a general sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, you can see like the main entrance is way, way, way up at the top. It's a lot farther away than. Okay,
Correct.
That's
Can I
right.
ask one more question, and then maybe we just go to the bell unless something bad happens? I ask Ghost Eater, I'm like, surely this has happened before. What do you guys usually do when an infiltrator is discovered on the bell?
We don't. He says to be honest, man, it's not all as common as you think, man, because there would have to be a dead body in order for us to prove it. And we just don't. It's gentleman's honor, man. We don't be killing each other on the bell.
Well, what should we do about this Cromwell Dixon clone?
Shit, man. There's no laws regulating anything. I would ask, like, just for all of our benefits, not to blow a fucking hole in the hole.
Yeah,
Pretty fair.
Sounds
fair.
reasonable.
I'm
choke
happy
him.
to speak. I can interrogate him for any information that he might have gained since we spoke to him last. I think that will be valuable before we take any grand actions.
All right. Should we just go forward, guys? Get to the next part.
Yeah, go to the bell.
Okay, so you took note of the cannon in the Ackler room, the Ackler entrance, and you make your way back to the bell, and you enter into that huge thruster nozzle, right? And you float past the it's quite large, but it seems dwarfed inside the size of the bell, the Dashwood, which you arrived in, and probably a couple of other ships, including the stripped weird ship from another time and place. And you dock. And when you do so, Arkady and Ghost Eater point out before you exit. He's like, right over there, man. And they sort of point near the entrance to the Lost and Found, which was like it's like an old holding room that had a couple of supplies and stuff like that.
Right.
So there's like a corridor that kind of leads to that area. And he points to that, and that's where you can see that Cromwell Dixon is talking to Lucky. So Lucky, if you remember from session 1, is a man of Asian ethnicity of some sort, and he's wearing a cowboy hat though. I think he said he had an eye patch or something, but he's a cool dude. Yeah, wearing cowboy boots. But they appear to be in a heated discussion, not like physically violent or anything like that, but they're definitely like not agreeing about something.
Sure.
Is Dixon packing the pistol that my Dixon had?
Yes.
Oh, I have that.
No,
Well,
also
I
has-
Well, I know you have it, but
Yeah.
this Dixon also has a pistol. Is what I'm asking.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Gentlemen, I'll go speak to him if you want to stand guard at the frontier.
I think we should just shoot him.
No, we should
There's
just
information to be had. 1 second.
Yeah, let David talk to him first. But I think we should shed our vac suits so we are a little more nimble. So
Yeah,
sure.
I'm going to strip out of my vac suit, John.
Okay. Anyone else?
I will do that too. That's a good idea.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
David?
I'll keep mine on. Sure. Well, can you see through my visor?
Not really. Yeah, you could put the sun,
Just slide it up.
the radiation thing over if you want.
No, I want my face to be visible, not.
Oh,
But
okay,
if he has a
whatever you want.
pistol, I'd like some armor. Okay, so I'm gonna go in there. They're having a heating discussion.
Yes.
I'm gonna say, Dixon, it's so good to see you.
He whips around, and you can see like his face goes wide for a second, right? His eyes go wide and his jaw goes slack for a moment, but then he quickly recovers, and he's like, "All right, David, good to see you, man."
Hey, man, it's been a while. I was worried about you out there. I'm glad you got away. There's some hairy business with that
You see that
bladed thing.
he shoots a side glance to Lucky, who is like looking over at you and then back at Cromwell, back, like a little bit
Yeah.
at a loss, and he's like he puts up a finger, and then Cromwell quickly steps in. He's like, "Yeah, man, I could have sworn that you guys were all dead. How did you escape that hairy business over there?"
I hid in a locker, and when I got out, you weren't there, man.
Yeah, that hunter, something else. I managed to get away.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. It's interesting that he knew that. Okay. Yeah, man. I mean that android Helen, I think, just got fucking eviscerated. I found her bits all over the place, but I didn't know where you went. Hey, Lucky, do you mind if I talk to my pal here? A little privacy.
Sure, absolutely. Oh man, it's so good to see you. And he kind of comes in for
I'll come in for a hug.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does Lucky leave?
Lucky doesn't leave. No, he's just sort of standing there dumbfounded. And he's
Hey, Lucky, let's
still
have
got like
some,
one
let's have
finger
some
up.
privacy. Let's have some privacy. Listen, old friends.
Okay. Did the rest of you guys are still on the ship, or are you?
No,
I think you wanted us to stand in the other corridor, right? Like outside that room.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, but I don't want to be in the ship. Like I want to be in the bell. So
In the bell.
I'm happy to be in like an adjacent area, kind of with my shotgun, like not at arms, but ready to get.
Well, my
Does that
point
make
is
sense?
like, are you making yourselves visible to Cromwell?
I think I should be at a distance, but I should be visible.
Yeah,
Cromwell doesn't know who you are for what it's worth, but
Yeah.
Well,
But-
Yeah,
I think
I mean,
John
we're
ruled that
all-
I was on Lucky's ship at the same time you guys came in,
Oh,
we're all
that's a
part
good
of the
point.
same crew.
That's right.
Yeah.
so he technically would know me. Yeah.
Yeah.
well, I'll tell you right now, once Lucky leaves, I'm probably going to close the door. Just FYI.
That's
Okay.
fine.
I think
So
he should know we're here and that I'm packing.
Okay.
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 He
So
saw you, I think.
my point being is that Cromwell says sure, and you have privacy with Lucky, but when Cromwell sees the rest of you,
No.
he's like,
I'm having privacy with Cromwell, not Lucky, to be clear.
oh, I thought you wanted to talk to Lucky. Okay.
No, I want to talk to Cromwell.
Okay. All right. What do you
Okay,
say?
Cromwell leaves. I pat him on the back. I close the door. I turn back to Lucky. I give him another hug.
Did you get to get that backwards,
now,
David?
now I mix it up. Sorry. John, you're killing me. I pat Lucky on the back, send him out, close the door, go back to Cromwell, give him another hug, and say, it's so good to see you, my friend. This is
And?
going to be hard. This is going to be hard. Are you ready? Cromwell, you know. And if my psychology skill is effective here, I will use it. But I'll say, we came here together, and I have your best interests in mind, and I need you to trust me. No matter who and how we meet our makers, we deserve to be. Right now, I have a vac suit I left here in the other room. These guys are ready to kill you because you're not human, and you may not want to believe that, but it's true. But that doesn't matter to me. What
David,
matters to me is you. He can interrupt anytime.
He laughs like in the typical Cromwell way. He's like, David, I don't put up with that, whatever that shit you're talking about. I'm not down with that philosophy shit.
Brother,
what are you getting at here? Who wants to kill who? What?
I'll tell you right now. I believe you're human. They
Yeah,
don't.
thanks.
They don't. And that's a problem because you're outnumbered.
What
And it's not
possible
a great
reason
it's
would
not-
they have to not believe that I'm human? What the hell happened to you on that ship?
People are paranoid. They're paranoid, Cromwell. They don't believe anything you tell them, just like you don't believe me now. Listen, you don't have to believe me about humanity or any of that shit. Fuck it. What I want you to understand is there's not a lot I can do to stop them, and I care about you surviving. There's a vac suit if you need it. It's not great odds, but it might be better taking a plunge for the side of that ship than whatever awaits you in the next room. And I'm going to open the door and leave.
Okay, so when you're in the middle of kind of laying down the law there, David, before you
Yeah.
open the door and leave,
Yeah.
you see his face goes totally emotionless and stone cold, and his eyes
Yeah.
go dead as he looks at you. I need
Yeah.
you to make me a speed check. You could do it
Sure.
with advantage. Do you have athletics?
I do not have athletics.
Okay.
The first roll wasn't good, so I'm going to hope the second one's good because I do not have a high speed. Does my psychology help at all at influencing him?
Yes,
Not
your
to
psychology
pull
would
his
work.
gun on me immediately. Okay.
Your psychology will work.
I failed both.
You failed both. Okay.
Yeah.
So
no crit fails, but
his face grows cold as you sort of lay down the law like that, and then a split second later, you could feel the barrel of a revolver in the side of your gut.
cool.
And he just says real quiet, and he says, "Don't fucking move."
That's fine, Cromwell. That's just fine.
Right. And then he keeps that in, like really pressed painfully into your side, right? He turns you around. You tell me at any point you want to do anything, David. He
I'm not
turns you
doing
around
anything
and
right
puts one hand on your firmly on your shoulder, and then gets behind you. Right.
Mhm.
He says, "Open the fucking door."
Happy to do it. Glad we agree.
Naughty language for an android.
No,
Yeah,
this is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. I'll open the door, and before I open the door, I'll remind you. Now, I don't know where we stored our shit. I have no idea. I stored my vac suit on the ship. I don't know where that is, but I'm going to say I'll remind you the vac suit is here, and I'll open the door.
Okay. You open the door, and he pushes you out, keeping guns right in the side, right at the side, and his hand on your shoulder. Right. He says, "Everybody, listen up." Okay. And you guys hear this happen.
Yep.
Right. You turn around and you can see David, who's looking probably cool as a cucumber. Actually, David, maybe I know you're really good at it, but what the fuck? It's not a good situation. So make me a fear check.
Can he do that in the other room so we don't all fucking like?
You're not close.
Well,
You're not close to him.
It's
You're not
just
close to him.
Okay, I have a target of 88. I rolled a 24. I'm cool, baby.
Okay, so yeah, David.
I did on some level expect this response. I didn't think he was going to accept it. I wanted to give him the information.
David comes out looking cool as a cucumber, but you can see that he's acting a little bit strange, and then you can see that the form of Dixon is behind him. Right, and it says, the two of us are going to get on the Acheron. We're going to leave. Don't fucking make a move until the Acheron takes off, or else your friend here is going to be no more. Everyone got it?
I don't got it. You're not leaving.
Where do you want to go? I don't understand. The last time I saw you were fine. This guy shows up. And here you are again, acting kind of weird and wanting to steal Arkady's ship.
He pulls out his revolver in the middle of your little speech there, Thulsa, and fires in your general direction, just to shut you up. But it comes really close to both of you.
John, when he does that,
Absolutely works.
It's no longer against my gut, right?
For a split second.
Yeah.
What do you want to do? In that split second,
I'm not gonna do anything.
Okay,
I'm using that.
Drop, David. Drop. Just drop to the floor.
I'm standing there, and I'm going to say in a volume that only he can hear. I could have, but I didn't.
Okay. The gun's
I've
back.
got my SMG up, and I'm pointing it at him now.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to be openly hostile, so I need you to make me a speed check, and you better hope you make it.
Can I add any military training or athletics to that?
Yeah, either one.
Military training. I have a 40 plus 10, so I need a 50. Ooh. And I rolled a 48.
Oh, really nice. All right, so
hey, John, just real quick, spatially, is there an airlock anywhere near us?
There is an airlock to the Acheron, which is nearby.
That's the closest one. Okay, that's all I need to know. Yeah.
Okay, so Hubble, lightning quick, like Clint Eastwood, right? You whip up your submachine gun, so it's trained on him, and David, you could feel him sort of jerk back as the gun's sort of trained, right? Now he immediately hunches behind David's form. Okay, so the target is very difficult, Hubble, to find, right?
And I'm going to say, let us get on the ship. Trust me.
This gun shoots through schools, David.
Jesus, all of the lines from Ted tonight are making me.
Put that fucking gun down, or the android gets it.
Let us do it. Trust me.
That's fine. Like, David, no one's going to ruin your ice cream sundae. But while he's doing this, John, if I'm like, is there a way to go like without being seen, like through other rooms to kind of get a different angle on Dixon? You know what I'm saying? Like,
it'd be very tough. This is sort of like a wide open dock, not the space, but like a pretty big area. But there are a lot of like cover areas. Like, there's no other rooms.
Right.
That you could circle around. There are other rooms, but you wouldn't be able to return.
Yeah, keeping my weapon down and just kind of keeping an eye on him. I'm gonna go try and move slowly, like not like I'm sprinting into combat, but I'm just gonna go from cover to cover to cover to try and get like either a side view of him or something else, from behind.
I'm going to tell you that just based on the very tense situation it is right now. It's a pretty open space that like movement is likely to be detected unless you make a very, very good roll.
Okay.
Do you want to still attempt it?
No, I was just hoping that while he was distracted looking at Ted, I could kind of steal a base. You know
Yeah,
what
I'm just
saying?
being realistic. I think just in his peripherals, he would sense movement, and plus he's really tense too.
That's
You know what I
fine.
mean?
Then I'm not going to do that. I don't want to escalate it.
Is there anything else you want to do?
No. I'm just gonna be like, hey, buddy, we know you're not the real Cromwell Dixon. He used that little visor thing. Monarch got a scan on him. The real Cromwell Dixon got sliced and diced into a million bits by that hunter. We showed the body to Ghost Eater. Like, what are you trying to do right now? If you want to go back to the deep, we'll just let you go, but leave our friend here.
Oh, you can't let him go. We need that ship.
And I'm
The
lying.
Akron.
I'm lying.
Fine.
So
Hubble didn't catch that. Hubble's like, no, you can't leave with the fucking ship. We need the fucking ship, man.
yeah,
Let them take the ship.
he listens, right? But he's slowly moving, keeping David's body like in front of him at all times, and he kind of backs towards the Acheron, right? And he's you know, you let me know if you stop him at any time, but he's being very careful. He obviously knows what he's doing, and he's going to attempt to board. Do you want to do anything before he boards?
Yeah, I'm gonna call out like, hey, Ghost Eater, Arkady, this is fucked up. Are you guys around?
They're there too, but they're also
not
like,
doing anything. Ghost Eater's just letting this happen.
he's not. They're queuing off of you. I'm not going to be.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do a Deus Ex sort of thing. You know what I mean?
No
Yeah, fair.
GM NPC, Ted.
Yeah.
No, I know. I meant more like they're not going to say, hey, man, that's my ship, or they're just going to let it happen. That's fine. That's fine.
Well, they're not. They're just scared. They're just like worried.
Yeah.
They don't know what to do.
Can he? I'll shout to Arkady. Can he take that ship? You got the keys?
He's like, you're gonna have to have the. I mean, I don't know the fucking details. He's gonna do his best. Yeah.
Fine. Whatever.
He's not happy about it.
All right, David, this is kind of the ball's in your court, dude. You either have to give us a shot or
I'm letting him get on the ship.
All right, well then that's what's happening, John. Like no one's gonna shoot through David to get to the guy.
Okay, so
Want to?
he goes up the ramp.
Listen, you can. I'm not. David, the player, is not going to be pissed if you start shooting at David the android. I'm playing into a fiction that I think is very compelling.
No.
I'm not trying to betray the party as like a.
I don't think that's the point, David. The point is, I don't think any of us are ready to like open up on like our party member to stop this guy, right? So like you have to drop, or you have to elbow him, or you have to leap out of the way, or something.
Right. But I'm not going to do that because I don't want him to die. Is the thing, and that's what I'm playing into as a character. Yeah.
Okay, so he goes up the ramp. The ramp closes and the airlock seals, right? And he once the ramp seals, Arkady starts to go ape shit. He's like, what the fuck now? Like, man, he's gonna fucking take my ship, man.
Well, I hope he didn't leave the keys in there.
Yeah, David's got the plan. I'm sure
I can bring it back. I can bring it back. We're just doing a little taxi service.
The Acheron starts to fire back up again. Lights start to come on. In the meantime, inside the Acheron,
do we have time to get back into our vac suits, John, and try and like get on the side of the ship or anything like that? Or is that just not going to be
There's no way. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you imagine the cinematics of you like just slowly lugging one leg on it? It's like, I'm coming to get you.
Go get the zipper.
Maybe the ship takes 5 minutes to warm up, man. I don't know. I had a car like that in college.
Can you zip me up in the back? I'm gonna get you, David. Meanwhile, inside the Acheron, he roughly David, at any point, just tell me what you don't want anything to happen. He shoves you bodily down into one of the seats, and actually, first what he does is he goes to like a storage locker and he pulls out a bunch of fucking paracord, shoves you down to the seat.
Well, I mean, he's going to a storage locker. He's not got a gun on me.
Yeah, he's bringing you with you first, is what I'm saying.
No, I understand. But if he's going to get paracord in a storage locker, there's a moment in which he doesn't have a gun trained on me.
Yeah.
At which when I pull up my pulse rifle and aim it at him and say, fly us there, get to safety, I'll take it back. That's the deal. And I'm going to hold the gun pointed straight at his head at point blank.
Okay. We're going to do a roll off here. This is a Mexican standoff.
Sure.
Right. He's got a revolver on you.
but he's turned around at the locker, right?
Yeah, but he's still got the gun in his hand, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna do a. Let's see. Should be speed or intellect.
Intellect, baby. Give me intellect. Please. Please, John.
He's an android too, David.
I know, but I'm also trying to manipulate him, and I'm using my intelligence to wait till he is not looking at me, so I have the jump. It's not just we're looking at each other. Speed, I'm going, this is the minute he flinches and looks at that paracord. That's my cell.
In support of that, like you've been very cooperative and very calm the whole time. Like you haven't given him any indication that you're resisting, which might put him a little bit at ease.
Roll an intellect check.
Pray to God I make this. It's a 58. It's high, but you never know with this fucking game. All right. 17, baby. 7 fucking teen.
Nice.
I'm just gonna say, I think it's wild that he didn't make you drop the pulse rifle.
Well,
So he halts when you kind of say that with his back to you, and then you see that he's going to. You see at the last second that he's going to whip around and try to fire at you, but you have the drop.
I will aim at his arm if I can. I'm gonna another, maybe not his arm, but I'm not gonna do center mass or head is the goal. If I have to disable him, I will, but I'm not trying to give him an immediately fatal one. Does that make sense?
You shoot him in the kneecaps. That's worse.
I think it's too much of a quick situation for you to take a specific aim. You can try. Let's put it this way. I'll give you another choice. You can roll normally, and just it goes where it goes, or you can roll with disadvantage. You can go precisely where you want it to go.
I'm terrible at combat. I think I'm going to roll. I mean, I have a 34 for combat, and I don't have anything that makes me better at it. So I'm going to fail the roll, I think, regardless. So I guess knowing that, I will. I think within the fiction, I don't think I would even have the skill to be better at aiming to take the disadvantage. I think I just fire.
Okay.
Just shoot him.
Come on, David.
Buddy. Come on, buddy. Yeah. 34 goal, 48 roll.
48. Ooh. Okay. All right. So you get the drop on him, but you're not used to firing a pulse rifle. So you're not prepared for the recoil or whatever, the heaviness of it or something like that. So and it just and you all outside can hear it, right? Like there's gunfire happening like inside the ship. You're like, oh fuck. And Arkady's like, oh fuck.
My ship.
And it just and it sort of sprays all around Cromwell, peppering the hole with bullets.
I'm gonna yell as I do that.
You actually fire like sort of like in the general, like you would have hit him, but we'll say like he dropped like just sort of the right second. So he hits the deck real quick, and maybe he got.
I'm not fucking around. We both should live through this. You fucking stupid motherfucker, Dixon. Get your shit together, Dixon. Sorry.
Make
just as he shoots you.
Make a
psychology roll.
Make a bend check.
Make a check not to get a hole in your forehead.
Yeah, that's about to happen. But
yeah,
I'm just trying to be like, motherfucker, we don't have to do this.
I'm going to have him make a roll, like an instinct roll, and see if he's got the presence of mind, because it's a tense situation.
Of course.
All right. So he, in the heat of what's going on, he hit the deck, and you're like, Dixon, and he rolls away, and he kind of comes up from behind a seat, and so he's sort of hunched behind one of the seat backs, right? And the revolver comes up, he's just bam, bam, and attempts to fire at you, but those bullets go missing too, and they shatter the glass of the cockpit window.
Thank God I kept my vac suit on, motherfuckers.
And David, you hear the sound of Arkady screaming, "My ship!"
I'm going to rush towards him. God, this is so. Who am I? I'm going to rush towards him as I know the vacuum of space is about to blow out.
No, you're in the dock.
Oh.
You're safe. You're. Everyone's just chilling out there in the deck.
Oh, to the glass. Oh, I thought it was the I think it's the cockpit window, as in it was about to.
The whole
No, you
ship,
meant-
Acheron, is inside the bell, which is pressurized.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought it was going to explode.
I
I
think
thought
of
they were gonna
like an arm or something like that.
It's going to
Okay.
make it hard to go back to the station, though, with no.
Yeah, a while.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I have the pulse rifle still. I'm sorry, Arkady.
Well, now, John, when we hear shots, can we go
Yeah.
through the door?
You can attempt. Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Arkady should be able to open the door. Come on, Arkady, open the door quickly. There's trouble inside. We need to help him.
Yeah.
So after
sure.
he does that, John, while they're bursting through the door, this is a very short amount of time. I'm going to yell out again, Dixon, you better hit ignition and fucking learn for once. You died once. You don't need to die again. You stupid hick union motherfucker.
Hey,
Sharp and Hubble and Thulsa and Sharp and Hubble and Thulsa and Arkady all rush into the back. At the same time you say that, David, you see Cromwell. He looks resignedly past your shoulder, David, and looks at the broken cockpit window, defeated. He takes the revolver and he goes,
Oh,
fucking kill
and
steal.
he blows his brains out, and like the blood just goes like all across, like covering the bullet holes that David made on the bulk and the hole.
I'm going to rush towards his body. Even though the locker scene happened with real Dixon, right? I think, sorry to talk so much this episode, guys, but I just, I'm rolling with it. And that was an act of selfishness that came from like worry about my own preservation, but it didn't come without regret, right? And I'm going to rush to his body. I'm going to try to hold my head and get a hand against his head and say, no, Dixon, not again. Not again. You're so stupid. Why do you always have to pick a fight? Survive for once, Dixon. You know better. Come on. And then I'm going to watch the light leave his eyes, I assume.
All right, so
But
you
I'm-
guys,
I'm like weeping milk or something like that here, I think.
So the rest
I'm gonna
of the
turn to Arkady, and I'm going to say, buddy, we're going to help you clean that up.
So the rest of you enter the ship at the same time that you see him commit suicide. Okay, and you see David rush over and say this, and it's very much sort of like it's like the pietà, right? It's kind of, you get that sort of pose, right? Looking right. Sharp and Thulsa, upon seeing that very sort of moving picture of like android taking care of another android, like mourning another android. Again, you guys both take another stress. Delphons, you're cool with it.
Hubble, in fact, plops down on one of the crew seats and opens a pack of Fundo snacks and starts eating whatever Fundo snacks are.
Why
Thulsa
are
is
you consistently always cool with this stuff, Delphons? What's up with that?
Thulsa is now in the red.
I'm
Yeah,
at
I've been
11
15.
now.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I had all my humanity driven out of me in the Colonial Marines, I guess.
David,
she's in a vac suit, but she still takes out like a cigarette and just like is holding it up against the visor.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make you take
pick
an
him up.
automatic stress, David, but I want you to make a again, I know you're good at it, but no, not fear.
Oh, yeah.
This would be sanity. Make a sanity save.
I'll fail it, but it's fine. I didn't fail it. I have a 25 target and I have a 12. And
wow.
if I don't fail
Okay.
it, I'm going to pick them. You mentioned Pieta. God, I'm just like emotional for me all of a sudden. This is actually really sad. I'm going to pick him up. I'm going to walk past everyone who's just got on the ship. And I'm going to walk towards the vac suit that I left behind.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to delicately put him in that vac suit and give him the burial agent nav.
Okay.
And if they allow me, I'm going to space it. But that's the goal.
Yeah, so that's going to be you could certainly aim
takes
to
some
do
time,
that, but
obviously,
it'll
but-
take some time, yeah, because it's a different way.
If they
of
allow
sort of
me, y'all can
spacing.
interrupt. The
Yeah.
drama of y'all interrupting is just as exciting, by the way.
I
You
do
don't
want
have
to
to like.
point out,
Yeah.
like Hubble follows along behind you, like eating one of those Funyuns or cones or whatever. is in a Fundo, you know? And he's like, crunch, crunch, crunch. In the Pietà, crunch, crunch, crunch. Christ comes back 3 days later. Are you sure you want to just throw him out in space? Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Well,
Like that could be
And,
kind of uncomfortable for him. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
and Thulsa's like, I'm no doctor, but it seems like I don't, forgive the indelicacy, but getting my hands a little dirty, in this, autocopy of their friend to see like how deep this duplication goes.
Well, and
again,
also, don't we
I'm-
want to use that scanner on him now that he's a body?
But if it works, I don't have it.
Ghost Eater threw it out in space.
No,
I
not
mean,
that one, dude.
in
Not-
the future,
one
once
that-
like keep him so we can test it. You mean like once
Maybe.
we fix it?
although we could just let him float in space and go get his body later. John, I'm going to go to the cleaning supply closet and get the mop.
Okay.
I think David. What would be interesting?
Don't
I
waste a
think David-
spacesuit, man.
I think that David's voice would change because Deleuze hasn't come out and say, I understand what you're saying, Thulsa, but we all deserve a chance to become a better version than ourselves. Dixon got another, whether we agree with it or not. And I'd like to believe that could happen again.
I hear you.
The
But
last
don't
thing we
waste
see
a spacesuit, man.
before we drop out for a second break is just Arkady off in a corner holding a couple shards of glass of his precious Acheron,
Poor Arkady.
crying.
But we can salvage the weird spaceship.
And we'll take our second break, and we will be right back. All right, we are back. Bladders empty, beers full. Okay, so the aftermath. You have the Acheron, which is not. It's functional, but it cannot fly, obviously, without repairs.
Right.
You have a body. Well, no, that body's gone. So is it gone? What did you say? No, you're thinking about letting it go, but it's not yet.
I'm putting it into Vex and I want to space it and say a few words and see if anyone else will, but I doubt they will. Yeah.
No. That also is, with respect, we need to learn from him. He was our friend twice, and he would want us to learn. He would want us to know. And I want to, I'm not going to be a monster or anything, but I need to look inside and see if there's anything I can tell, any way to distinguish. Maybe it will help me as I try to repair this thing. I don't know, but we can't just have this happen every time. When we go have other people come back, there's got to be something we can learn.
It's also having kind of like a powwow with me in the room as I'm trying to put him in a suit, just the two of us kind of thing. Does that make sense in your mind?
Yeah,
sure, that is fine.
I think, again, not to be excessively meta, but David is very fond of Thulsa, right? This is something
she is of him.
Yeah. And so I think David would say something along the lines of, I don't know, I believe that you will respect him, but after you're done, if you can be delicate, I still want to send him off. I don't want to just leave them here with them for months. I think we see what we can see now, and then we let him go. Is that okay with you?
You know how I am. We are all machines. If you get right down to it, there are little, fine details, here or there, art, plays, writing, whatever, music, whatever. But really, I mean, if there is a way to, if there's a difference, I mean, think of what we have to learn here. Here's a creature that was both convinced that he was and also knew that he wasn't. There was some kind of switch. We need to learn. I mean, it's a little weird for me. I never saw him really die, and then to see this, whatever. But we have to. His last gift to us really will be a chance to learn what the fuck is going on.
His union card did say organ donor. No, I'm kidding. But all right. In that case, I will leave you guys to it and close the door behind me and let you do what you got to do. Also,
I think Delphonse and I should go get a beer.
Oh yeah. Crunch.
We're gonna go get a beer and clean our guns and talk about how fun it was to shoot things.
You can see now, man, what I was talking about, right, man? Now it's starting to get to you. You're starting to understand the full scope of what you're up against, man, right?
Oh,
you
yeah.
See this shit? Listen,
Hell yeah.
man, if you ever find my fucking scan, don't fucking tell me, man. I don't want to know. I just don't want to know.
Did you look in a screen at some point?
I've looked in screens, yeah, man. Haven't we all? Listen, man, I can't pinpoint the exact time, but listen, you're safer going in, assuming that you've been scanned, man. Look,
and then Ghost Eater sort of picks it up, and he picks up, and he says, it makes you kind of wonder now, right? If the infiltrator, if he's making these infiltrator androids, ones that are, you can't tell the difference between man and machine.
Yeah.
They escape the blockade. If any one of them has a artifact, and he actually stops and he goes, artifact. Didn't he say he had an artifact?
Hell yeah, he did.
He said he did.
But if they're able to bribe their way past the blockade, you get an exact duplicate that's controlled by Monarch that makes its way out to the greater systems.
Yeah.
Just extrapolate, man.
Yeah,
extrapolate what the damage that could be done.
Well, no, I don't know. I mean, maybe if it's terrorist, it could blow something up, but it's not like it can self-replicate out there. The Monarch can't communicate with it beyond local space unless
you don't know that.
You know that, man?
Come on. If we can't even tell that it's a human or an android, there's no way it's got a space detecting radio in its head.
Maybe Monarch has a transmitter that can reach Prospero's dream, and they can go like pick up a phone. You don't know.
It's got the ability to duplicate genetic code. If it's that level of power and intelligence, I wouldn't put it past it to have some sort of tracking device that's undetectable, some sort of communication device. Who knows? All I'm saying is like, what is the purpose? Why is Monarch doing what it's doing? Right? If this, and he points to like the body of Cromwell, if this was directed by Monarch, why was it sent out from the deep?
We know.
He sort of just raises his hands.
I'm sort of back out there, I think, and I'm going to say, we don't know. Monarch may be a draconian in their control in the station, but if Monarch is a sort of divinity to these people, is making life that is indistinguishable from human life, then for it to function as a human, would it not need some form of free will? Would its consciousness not be predicated upon a level of agency? And who amongst us, not knowing our creators, don't defy them? I think it might be a bit much to jump and assume that they are all sleeper agents. It may simply be that he wanted out just as Dixon did.
I would have thought that until he killed himself. Right?
Yep.
He killed himself because we had caught him. He
was going to be, yeah.
But my friend, agency. Would you not kill yourself if you knew you were doomed? Would you not take that one final act of control that only you can?
Because if I really thought I was Cromwell Dixon and I really thought I was human, and I really thought it, then I'd be like, no, why are you guys hassling me? I'm Dixon. And I'd fight it all the way, and I'd try and convince you, and I'd try and convince you, and I'd try and convince you. Like, he only killed himself because he knew we'd caught him, and he knew he wasn't human.
Right.
I seem to remember a Cromwell who took one last shot knowing there was nothing else left. It seems very in line with Cromwell.
Yeah, I shot the other guy.
All right.
Sorry, not me.
I'll let you guys discuss. I'll leave the room.
So Noriko,
David's done.
Noriko actually makes an entrance from the chapel, kind of surveys the situation. And she's, bald, but she's kind of got that kind of wild, crazy look in her eyes. And she kind of bends down over Cromwell's body, and she says like a whispered prayer that you guys can't hear. And she looks up beatifically at all of you, and she just says, remember, only the Minotaur can stop the infiltrators. And then she just sort of walks back to the chapel. And even Arkady and Ghost Eater are like, whatever, man.
What did she mean by that, man? Here's something I was thinking, though. Like, because the way Monarch talked to us on the dock, right? Like, Monarch really sounded like a computer, right? So what if this is like one of those, like Monarch hasn't exactly achieved sentience and a whole brand new personality to go with it. It's that Monarch has kind of gone rogue and is still following the instructions to create very realistic androids, right? So it just wants to create the most realistic android it can and get him out. And just send them out to be realistic, because that's all it really knows. Like, it's not really all that bright. It's just really good at making androids.
Well, one thing that we do know from what we've seen is that Monarch is trying to learn, right? Monarch is trying to get better. It's the only explanation for the fact that Monarch lets people in and encourages people in. It wants to learn from them. And I can easily imagine that if it can send extensions of itself out, this is even more of a chance for it to learn, right? To become more, possibly to spread. Even if it's just, these agents go out and they build a little thing, they build something, and remotely they know what to do and they know how to build, and then it's like ants. They go out there and they establish a little outpost and then they grow from there. But if there's anything that we have learned so far, is that this is the stage that Monarch is in, where it's trying to learn and trying to extend itself, trying to be better than it is right now.
Yeah, I'm going to disagree with that real quick. It's making these artifacts, which are high value items, to lure people in so that it can deliberately replace them, so that they can go back to like habitated worlds as a clone or like whatever, so that it can complete some nefarious project. That's basically. Come on, you guys you're all in your neighbors, man.
Why do any of us have children? And what dominion do we hold over them once they reach self-awareness? Once the parent is dethroned from the conceptual, impervious, and perfect, what does the child do, and what can the parent do to control them?
Well, you don't have children to control, right? Like, you shouldn't be. But Monarch is not a biological creature. It's not like staring its own mortality in the face and being like, I better propagate, Like it's just like,
you don't know that.
No,
it's plausible that it sees itself that way. But I mean, the question is, I think, like, is it, it's trying to learn. Great. Any computer, any, large language model, whatever AI, they try to learn. Are they learning because they are programmed to learn? Or is Monarch trying to learn because of the same spark and drive that makes people want to learn, right? Like, does he actually have that spark? Or is it just like, I must now absorb as much data as possible in order to create the perfect Android, beep, boop, beep. And I suppose it doesn't really matter for this question. What really matters is whether Dixon has an artifact in his pocket.
Yeah, that's true. I do think that I'll utilize my title as caller for tonight to say, what are we doing next? Are we going to go look for the artifact? And are we going to do some downtime or what?
Yeah, I think we should check his stuff, do the autopsy, and see what he had with him. What can we learn from his body, and what can we learn from his stuff?
All right, so Sharp, you're gonna look for stuff on Cromwell, right?
Yep.
Okay, so you find on him everything that Cromwell had on him when he was dead. You find almost an exact duplicate. Okay, an exact duplicate. In addition, however, you do find an artifact. As I said before, I will just telegraph straight up meta that an artifact is an artifact. What it does, you don't know. This is a very strange looking object, as all artifacts tend to be. It is a ball, a sphere, like about a little bit larger than a baseball. But it is wrapped and coiled with multiple cables. And those cables all have varying jacks on the end of them, varying outputs, right? Outputs, is that the right word? I don't know. Jacks, right?
Jacks, connectors.
It's
very some are Lightning, some are USB-C, some are
exactly
whatever.
Yeah, a whole bunch of them, but it's like a tangled mass that's sort of around the ball itself. It looks like actually kind of like junk, but it for an artifact. Okay,
this is one of those things, man. When you go into Europe and you can't use the electrical outlets, like it plugs in
to turn it and plug the thing in. You're
super valuable.
To invade France. That's Monarch wants to go to France because of the revolution.
Has to iron his suit. Yep.
Revenge.
Yeah. All right, cool. So that's the artifact. Go ahead and do your autopsy, dude.
Who's taking the artifact?
I'll take it.
What?
Dixon had it. It's my character.
Okay.
You told it short. I've got the little marbles. You have the softball. Okay. European multi-plug adapter. Go.
Do you want it, Mike?
No. I don't want to edit my character sheet anymore. It's too much of a pain in the ass.
I got it.
It's too much work.
Tangled sphere of cables. Okay.
Okay, David, Ghost Eater, by the way. So Ghost Eater takes you aside, Hubble, and he says, so remember, the Ackler, right? You want to know what that thing does, and maybe you got some more artifacts on you, right? You just, once the Acheron's repaired, or we can get some others, find another shuttle or something like that, we can get you over there.
I think we can salvage parts off that one out in the weird looking dragon ship out in the bay out there.
That's something I want to investigate at some point. But yeah.
I'll help you go over and take the windscreen off of that. Maybe we can jury rig it.
That was more flavor call out for people. Yeah, okay.
Well, we can call it like space.
The
space autoglass. They'll show up in a few days.
Ghost Eater kind of looks right now. He's got like this badass spacesuit off, right? But now he's got his normal helmet, which has like the red spider eyes sort of things, right? Mm-hmm. So he still looks a little freaky, but cool. And he sort of waves you four, and pointedly sort of kind of gives you a look over towards Arkady, like this way, and he kind of points towards the chapel.
Okay, I'll go with him.
Ask you to go with him, like real quick. And you enter into the chapel just then. I just want to make the, and he looks around for Noriko, and Noriko's up at the altar doing some stuff. So he just sort of speaks to you real quietly. He's like, "Listen, I know about that bounty, right?
I wondered.
Got broadcast here as well. Listen, the bounty, obviously you heard Monarch over the PA say it. So yeah, there are going to be some people in the deep who are not on the right side of sanity. Let's put it that way. Maybe a little bit naive, a little bit new, right? They may take Monarch up on his offer, but people who've been here a long time, like me, we've heard this before. Anytime Monarch gets a little agitated by the actions of someone down there, it'll let loose one of these bounties, see what kind of happens. I think that it's just testing to see what the reaction is going to be. But listen, it doesn't mean that everyone's going to take him up on it, because here's the deal. Monarch's not going to pay it.
I wondered about that too. Like, where's it going to get 1 million credits from?
Oh, it can pay. Don't you worry about that. But it won't.
Really?
I know this for a fact. It will not pay the bounty. And people are going to find that out, and they're going to stop chasing you. But you got to be careful for the ones that are a little bit trigger happy, a little bit stupid. They're the ones that you're going to have to look out for. But you guys are starting to get a feel for things, so I think you could probably handle yourself. But if it helps to put your mind a little bit at ease, I don't think everyone's going to be gunning for you.
All right.
And of course, anyone who comes by the bell, which if they're smart, they will pass along the word.
Cool. What are your feelings on the Romanov company in that regard?
Oh, those pieces of shit. Jesus. Capable, dangerous, but they're former troubleshooters. They know the deal. I'd be hard pressed to think that they would take Monarch up on it. I think they probably know that it's not worthwhile. They've got much more valuable contracts, is my opinion.
I met them. They seemed okay.
They know what they're doing, like I said. Now,
yeah.
Well, you didn't tell him the story about where you met him or anything, so he doesn't.
Okay.
But yeah, so just he goes, yeah, so he just lets you know that in private.
Thanks, man.
Have you heard? We did come across someone I think that kind of illustrates your point. Do you know the guy Orok? Have you heard of him?
Don't know him. No.
Huh. All right. Well, yeah, he was. He kind of illustrates the point you were just bringing up. He seems like he had been there quite a while, and
probably talks with the same sort of inflection that I'm talking with right now, right?
Oddly, yes, it sounds very familiar. That is strange. But yes, he gave us a similar advice. It's nice to hear the same thing from two very different voices and very different places saying the same thing.
Well, he sounds like a wise man. He's probably also a veteran of the deep.
Speaking of that,
yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, nothing. Actually, never mind. Go ahead, John.
I was gonna go see where you kind of make like the kind of ironic observation that you have to watch out for the newbies, to take Monarch up on the bounty sort of situation, right? But the veterans know better, but it's the veterans that can also be very dangerous too, because the longer you're in the deep, the more your mind is lost, right?
Yeah.
So there's that you have to kind of keep in mind as well. And for yourselves.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's time for some rack time and some beers. I'll trade you Fundo snacks for beers. Ghost Eater, you got beers? I got Fundo snacks.
They can hook you up with some of that stuff. Oh shit! You know what I forgot to do?
Give us XP.
No, this is actually involves you, Mike. It involves Sharp. Where is this here?
Oh, this is a Deeps thing.
So where'd he go?
Mike's hiding.
So I seriously didn't know where he went. I was like, tell me he left to go. So
can't get him. You can't see him.
I do want to retcon it just because it is an important part of Sharp's character, and so let's just. I just want to roll through it and see what happens. I know it's a little bit. I should have remembered on the way out, which just pisses me off. But the moment that you took off in the Acheron and made the decision that we're going to go back to the bell, you have a visceral reaction to not want to do that at all, even though you know it's the smart thing to do. So first of all, what you're going to do is, the only thing you're going to do is you're going to make a panic check.
Okay.
Oh, have we had a panic check yet, John?
I think this is our first one.
No, we've had
I've had a panic check.
Cromwell had a couple, but hold on one second. Don't roll anything.
Yep.
Where's
Cromwell made his panic checks. That's right. Yeah.
I had a panic check and I became a coward, and then I did rack time and I got to get rid of my coward condition.
Okay, so this is back on the Acheron, right, when you're kind of flying out. So,
Sure.
yeah, you're going to make a panic check, which is the D20.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. Where is it here? And you want to roll greater than your current stress. So if you hit it or less, you fail it.
Okay. I think would that have been before I gained the last point of stress, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
my stress would have been a 10,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
And I want to get greater.
You want to get greater. Yeah.
I rolled a 16 and my stress was 10.
Okay, cool. All right, so you're fine.
Okay.
Now, when that happens, though, you still have to roll the panic check. Let's see. Actually, where's the trauma thing for
The Marines.
Yeah. Is it if you fail a panic check, or is it if you just make one that it triggers?
Let me look here.
Every close friendly player must make a fear save if you make a panic check as a Marine.
If he just makes the check, not if he fails it. Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys are all on the thing. So I need you guys to all make fear checks, and then because David is also in the ship with you, everyone except David has to make it a disadvantage. So Hubble and Tulsa, you have to make disadvantage fear saves. David, you make a real normal one.
I don't have to make a fear check because of my panic check, right?
No, you don't. No, you're good now. Yeah.
Cool.
Who's going first, caller?
You will, Ted.
Okay. I'm rolling. My fear save is a 44.
At disadvantage, please.
At disadvantage, I have failed it with a 59.
Okay.
So you're going to take
not a critical failure, Ted. Congratulations.
I take a
Matt,
stress.
go ahead and make your check.
Okay, I did.
Take a stress.
My fear is a 19, and I failed both of them, but the more dramatic failure is the 92.
Okay, but
not a critical. It's still pretty bad.
Nice.
Okay,
so I need one more stress. Is that it?
Yes. And David?
And my target is 88, and I rolled a 47, so I'm okay.
Okay, so you're okay. So right now we have fast forwarding back to normal time now. Rick should have an 11. David should have 16. Delphon should have 5 now, and Thulsa should have 16. Okay.
Right.
All right. Cool. So we're getting close to the end here. Do you want to do a rest?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I think maybe a couple days rest might be called for.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no rush.
And where?
So what? We're on the Acheron then, and Mike freaks out, and we all get twitchy and have to slap him and dissense into him, and then we can go back to the bell. Is that the idea?
Yeah, and then everything else plays out exactly as it. Yeah.
All right. So we all got to slap Mike, though. That's the key bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Deal. I'll take a stress for getting to slap him. That sounds good.
Okay, so this is not no one has like health damage, right?
I do. I'm at 10 of 17.
Oh, you do. Okay. All right. So for short-term recovery for health, Mike, because they don't have any of like the long-term stuff with like all the really cool, good stuff. You need to do at least 6+ hours of rest, and you can make a body save. And if you make that, you can reset your health to its maximum. Okay. But you do need 6 hours.
Yeah, I actually thought, John, we might just need to take a couple of days here to reduce our stress,
Totally
like a
up to you.
significant amount.
Yeah. Stress is different story. Yeah.
Right. So I'll go ahead and roll body to see if I make that for the first 6 hours. And John, we want to do like the kind of rest and relaxation thing. Me and Delphonse are going to be drinking some beers, trading war stories, sharpening knives and polishing guns, that kind of thing.
Okay, so let's do the stress thing first then.
Sure.
Okay, so let's see. Make a rest save using your worst save. If you succeed, you reduce your stress by the ones digit rolled. You can gain advantage on it by participating in something that helps, right? So if you can make that case, then like the beer drinking, I would call that a,
I'm gonna go pray and read my literature.
Why don't we change up the order here? David, you go ahead and roll your check first.
Okay, I'm rolling over or under my lowest save?
You're under.
Under. Okay, this is bad. Body is 17.
Okay.
With advantage.
With advantage, I have to roll under it.
Yes.
First one was a 69. Let's see what the other roll is. Oh, I dropped it. Okay.
Sloppy dice. Gain of stress.
I got nervous. I don't know where it is, but I have a different D10. So I will do that.
Falling apart.
Second roll was an 80 and a 0. So, so I failed both of them.
Okay. So you're actually going to gain one stress.
Gain a stress. This is going to be very hard for me to. I guess I could try another stim pack. I don't know. How many days are we doing this, y'all? Because it's going to take a while for me. I'm going to fail most of these.
We could legit just spend a week, and just take a week off.
You know? That might help with the heat on the deep anyway. Like give those hotheads a chance to kind of cool down and get killed by space monsters.
Maybe in downtime we can try and figure out what some of the artifacts that we have do. Right.
All right.
So there's only one way to do that.
There's only one way to do it. Yeah.
For efficiency's sake, I have 2 other stim packs. After a rest, I can use one. It no longer counts as 2 in a day, right? Because I've rested.
No, it's like literally a day, right? So it's not a rest.
David, those are so good for like when we're in combat or like whatever.
Yeah, but if I hit 20 stress, which is highly probable, then I make panic rolls.
Right.
And that gets a lot. That gets bad quick. I can try another one before taking a stim pack.
I don't think you make panic rolls. Do
I not?
No, you just any stress you take over 20 reduces your most relevant stat or save by that amount, depending on circumstances. So
I start taking attribute hits.
But if you do panic, it's really bad because you have the full panic table available to you, right? Like everything that any panic check you make will likely fail, and the higher the number, the worse it is.
So why don't I say this? I have 17. I have a couple to fail with. If we want to just machine through this real quick, if we're resting several days, I can make a couple other attempts. And if I get to 19, I'm going to take a stim pack.
It's fine. Why don't we all go round robin though, and just
okay, sure.
Everyone do it first. Matt, make your check.
Sure.
Okay, Matt, go.
Okay. So Thulsa, like her therapy is working on her robot, right? Like mechanical repair, robotics. That's her comfort zone.
Yeah.
She has all these new pieces, so she's going to go back and just like bury herself in making her little robots.
Okay.
And her worst save is it's the worst save that you do, right? Which is for her is a fear save at 19. So I'm rolling twice, trying to get under 19.
Okay.
All right. And I fail both of them with a 39 and a 38.
Okay, you're going to gain 1 stress. So both you and David are at 17.
17. Yikes.
Okay. And Delphonse?
Go ahead, Ted.
All right. So, Delphonse has a few beers with Sharp. He goes in the bathroom, shaves his head, sits down in his bunk, and he starts muttering to himself as he field strips his weapon. 7.62, perfect every time.
Full metal jacket.
Exactly. John got it right on.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm gonna look for jelly donuts in your foot locker.
that's right. Jelly donuts in my foot locker. Sanity save is his worst. It's a 24. Do I roll at advantage because of my ears and stuff? Yeah.
Sure do you.
That is 2 fails.
Wow.
82 and a 56.
No one's hitting it. Okay.
for 3.
Christ, you guys. All right.
All right.
I gain a stress. That's
John,
fine.
I'm basically hanging out with Private Pile over there, and just like we're
You're
trying
Joker.
to see who's scarier.
Yeah.
I have a sanity of 25. I rolled a 20,
Ooh.
Sweet. You lose 2
So
stress.
and I rolled an 6. So I made 2 successes. I think the 20 is actually better because then I reduced my stress by 2, right?
Yeah.
Well, okay, you're going to reduce your stress by the ones digit rolls. So whatever the better ones digit is what you can use.
Do the 6.
So that would be the 20. So that would be
No, it'd be
That's
it's the 6 because it's the ones digit.
Oh, the ones digit.
digit. Oh,
Yeah.
Right.
for some reason in my head I heard 10s.
So that's
All
really
right, cool.
good.
So I reduced my stress by 6.
So you're down to 5.
Yes.
So you're in
Well
the
done.
green. Welcome to the green.
All
Nice.
right, my turn again.
Basically,
Yeah.
Before we do the next round, should we do my check to see if I get my health back?
Yeah, might as well. We can roll that in.
Okay, cool. And that's just a body check.
That is a body save. Yes.
All right. At advantage or disadvantage or
Just straight up nothing. Yeah.
34. And my body is a 39. So I
Nice.
made that.
Okay, so your health
Nice.
is just back to maximum. That is literally just the body attempting to heal itself naturally. That's just like a no treatment at all sort of thing.
Sweet.
Okay, so yeah, we're at time. So David, why don't you let's see if you actually go to 19.
All right, I'll try.
This should be good.
Oh, no. Wait. Yeah, no, that's a no. But let me roll the other one because it's advantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
This time I'm reading Anti-Oedipus. This time I also failed. I get another stress. I'm at 18.
Okay. Okay, one more. Let's see. Come
One
on.
more.
Do it. I'm
All
hoping.
right. 45. Oh, that's a 10.
Oh,
I succeeded the
Hey.
second one, but what's the ones of a 10?
a 0. So you don't redo. So your stress.
Jesus Christ.
This is really draconian for a rest save.
It's pretty rough. You roll 24.
Okay.
Wait, does it count as a 10 or does it count as a 0?
Looks
Well,
like a
the
0.
the
to
ones
me.
digit is a 0, right? So that didn't
All
do
right.
you any good. You can
Okay.
you can roll again though.
I'll keep rolling. Why not? Sorry, guys.
Do you roll once per day or like?
Yeah, like once per 6 hours of rest, Ted. See, you can
No,
technically do that
no,
3 times in a day.
This is different. This is stress relief versus healing. Right.
Oh.
So you can keep. It doesn't say so, but this is how I'm rolling. You can keep rolling these stress things as long as you're in a resting area, because because there's a huge risk every time you roll. Right.
Sure.
So, yeah. So
Well, guess what? I just failed again, so I have 19. At which
Now
point
you're
I go,
19.
I could use a little boost, and I stick a stim pack in my leg.
okay. So now you go down to 18, but now you actually
I
have
have
to
to
make
roll
it.
for the. So I have to roll a D10, and I have to get over a 2, or I'm fucked. Well, it's 2 or over. It's you fail if you roll under. So
Yeah, roll
God.
if you roll under the amount of doses you've taken, under the amount of doses, it has to be under. So you literally have to roll a 1 on a D10 to fail this, David.
Yeah.
watch me do it.
Here we go.
I rolled a 10. So,
Okay. All right. Good.
Yay.
All right.
Oh,
So
all right.
you're all jacked up from your
So like
sleep
3
back.
other people, I'm not going to bother because I'm down to 5, but that means Matt and Ted could make 3 checks right now if they wanted to reduce their stress more.
Yeah,
You can, you can make them as long as you want. Yeah.
Ted, you going to go for it?
You're only at 6.
I mean, the math doesn't suggest that I should.
yeah, you're good right now.
Okay.
My sanity
but-
save is quite low. I'm more likely to fail it and gain stress than I am to succeed. So I'll just
Okay.
be stressed out. It's fine.
What's your
All right,
stress
so-
at?
6.
Oh, that's not bad.
Tulsa,
I remember single digit stress.
we got to wrap soon here. So what do you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna roll. She's gonna continue with her robotics. This time while smoking, right?
Okay.
There you go.
All right. Okay. That's 2 fails. That's a 98 and a 50.
You're at 18.
So that takes me up to 18. I gotta try one more.
You got to try.
All right.
I
You have a stim pack too.
Matt,
I gotta try one more. And for this one,
have you read the panic chart, Matt?
Yes,
it's all bad.
It's all bad.
Yeah, but
It's all bad, but I'm
right
gonna
now-
panic while I'm there.
right now, if
Better
you
to
go up
panic
there-
in the bell than in there.
if you go up high enough in your stress and you roll a 20, you're done. Character's done.
Yeah, you retire.
Immediate.
Well,
Just so you know.
what other choice? I'm either gonna. It's
Doesn't
either gonna
have another
happen
choice.
here or it's gonna happen over there. I'd
True.
rather it happen here if it's gonna happen.
It would be funnier if it happened over there. I'll just.
It's true. Well, I'm just gonna get up to 19.
Okay.
But watch, this one's gonna be great
Okay.
because I'm gonna do
Roll it.
something different.
Roll.
I'm gonna grab my android friend and we're totally gonna bone down.
You're
Let's
gonna what?
bone
Okay.
down. I've been waiting for this, baby.
What does that mean? I don't even know what that means.
You know what I mean?
Central
Tulsa and
facts.
I've been.
Oh, don't worry about it,
Laying
John.
pipe, John. They're laying pipe.
Jesus. Okay.
David's just
listen,
like,
it's
no
called-
worries,
it's
and I'm
called-
yelling,
All right.
It's called
Tulsa's like-
trauma bonding. Trauma bonding.
David,
okay?
come here. I need you for like 2 minutes.
I didn't.
Sure,
sign up
sure,
for this.
sure.
Are androids fully functional, John?
We're gonna find out. Here we go.
More human than human, and that makes it better.
Yeah. David, you are lousy. You are
I
lousy in
know.
this action.
Just the
That's
worst
all
way
I
I've
you
been
ever
told
had.
before.
Jesus Christ.
Because I rolled
Are you at 19 now?
And now
an
it's going to be
84
awkward.
and a
Every time you
53.
guys are in the spaceship together, this is going to be awkward.
Okay. Are you taking a
it's
stim
like
pack?
you think this is the first time? Come on.
Are you taking a
take-
stim pack?
I'm gonna leave it at 19. I'm staying.
That is
I'm
so
staying
hardcore.
at
John,
19.
All right.
John, I got to roll one more time.
Okay. Let's do it.
Oh
And then
my
we can wrap.
God.
Okay.
Fail. Fuck. Fail by 2. Okay, so I'm up 19 stress now.
Okay.
Oh, welcome,
one stim
see?
pack.
Welcome to the club.
Great.
All right, David and
Nice.
Tulsa, you guys are as stressed as you can possibly be. Like nothing that happened on the bell has quelled your anxiety, and it's just made it absolutely worse. And you're just dreading going back there, but you kind of see no other choice, which just compounds the stress, and it's just like a vicious circle. Blah blah blah. So, meanwhile, the 2 Marines are like just drinking and just like, yeah, man, let's fucking do it.
Guys.
And Sharp,
those guys.
you're actually jonesing like, I got to get back there. I got to get back there right fucking now, right? So yeah, we'll leave it there.
Maybe the reason the other 2 people are so stressed is I keep running into the room and being like, "Are you guys ready
Are we
yet?
now?
Can we go?
Are we there yet? Can we
That
go?
totally. That actually makes a lot of
Middle
sense.
of Intellecto Flagrante, they got me peeking around the door, being like, "Can we go now?"
Almost just stand there watching them eating a jelly donut, you know.
Oh, that's gross.
Love it. Okay. I can see it. I can see it in my mind's eye. All right.
Sorry.
Great session there, guys. Lots of pathos, lots of good stuff
No.
happening.
Yeah,
So
man.
very enjoyable. Thank you everyone out there for watching and or listening to episode 11 of our Mothership Gradient Descent campaign. You have been watching or listening to 3D6 Down the Line, the most criminally underwatched actual play series on the internet. You know your solemn duty out there, if you haven't done it already, which is to like and subscribe on YouTube, hit the bell icon, get notifications every time we publish new material, and spread the word, please. It really does us a lot of good. If you haven't done so already, you've got a few extra bucks in your pocket, hook us up with a Patreon subscription that will give you exclusive access to, at any paid tier, to our Return to Dolmenwood campaign, which is exclusive to paid, I just said that, to paid tier subscribers. And you get a lot of extra bennies as well, including access to secret channels on our Discord server, which is otherwise open to the public, which has a lot of great people on it, talking at all hours of the day. So do join. Thank you as always to our patrons, our delvers, our explorers, our delvers, and of course, especially our conquerors. Mike has the distinct pleasure of reading those names aloud. Go for it, Mike.
Right. Here we go. We have Bren, Knee Cleaver, Sorcerius. This one I'm never gonna Crayon box.
There you go, Mike.
Yes,
You did.
I got it, man. I'm smart. Oxian, inhabitants against the Cobbin exploitation. Erica, a warm glass of Bregel milk. Dogleaf, Mike Butts, John Buchek, Scott Fournier, Sophia Peng, Carl Stephenson, Necrotic Gnome, woot woot, Derek B, Ted is my goat, Eric Manley, Ted Jeffcoat, Tyler Hackenberg, Christo Lute, Julian Jofo, Brutes Monkeys, Joshua Owens, The Mighty Martian, Christopher Bishop, Banana Hammock, AJ, Michael Sauer, Adam Lovelace, Desiree Marcel, Grizz Loves Games, Dustin Reedy, Benjamin, King of Jupes, Rock of Sages, Arcane Lane, MP, Todd, Hexbrawler Jake, Steve, Jeff Marino, Alan Barton, Robert Kirkland, Eric Tsunami MD, Samuel Dillon, Yesterday's Glory, Mike Small, Richard Barton, Isaac 2D10 plus 25 DTL Spencer, James Boyle, Ted the Teddington Teddy Bear. Come on now. Doc Jones, 73. Chris Loricella, Jackson Bates, John Hooker, Mordrew, Zachary Hall, Saps. Now it's time for the Davids. Papa Bear DM, Zach Shiflett. It felt bad, so now I'm John 605.
Oh, thanks, Mercury.
Ruben K, Dar Jr., Procyon, Dakota Nielsen, Cam, Stephen Quisenberry, John and La Logan, Kabrowskis, Magic Meat Machine, Tom Leary, Trivlox, Ghost in the Machine, Nick, Mando NZ, Bouchareb. I'm sorry, Bouchareb. Jimbo, please DM me and tell me how you want that pronounced. Jimbo WA, Ted Gast, Eric Lawson, Grunt, Andrew Schroker, Adam and Nora, MM, Michael Schilling, Stefano Di Maiolo, Ash Gabrielle, Chongus, those badass Hexbrawler twins, Arno, Iona, Michael Walker, Mother of Romulus, Han Dandler, Summon Toast, Too Rude to Ishvin, R. Cabral, Dungeon Heart Adam, Scott Yearsley, Mech Jack, Kick Maniac, Tom Eric Gerritsen, Matthew Mattis, Mads the Danish Matt, Honorary Matt, Matt Walsh, Matt Mason, Matt Koenig, and Matt Young.
Well done, Mike. Very well done.
You got a mic.
Thank you so much to all of our supporters. We really do appreciate it. And enjoy your week, everybody. And we will see you next time. Take care.
See you later. Thank you, John.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, John.